So just last week then at AI Wealth Partners, I did a call with a wealth manager. One of the first things I ask on these calls is what is the gap? What's the current undesired situation? And what is the desired situation? And in this specific scenario with this wealth manager, it was obviously his accounts. So he's currently sat on 250 mil of accounts and he wanted to double that over the next 12 months. So obviously we want to hit 500 mil in AUM. So what we did next was we looked at the math to devise a plan really to get him there in the leanest, quickest and most efficient way. And the answer shocked the advisor, and it's probably going to shock you too, because I think there are a lot of advisors out there who are getting their lead generation completely wrong. So my name is Dan Reddish, and over the past nearly 6 years now, I've spent that time helping specifically financial service firms and advisors scale their business by working less, earning more, and enjoying life. So today I'm just going to show you the math behind scaling from 250 million AUM to 500 million AUM, and why the traditional approach to lead generation will end up pretty much killing your business. So like I said, last week I did a call with a wealth manager. He's pretty much exhausted because he'd been grinding for months, taking meeting after meeting, working weekends and missing family stuff. So he said to me, Dan, I'm at 250 million AUM, but I feel like I'm drowning. How do I get to 500 mil without losing my mind? So it's a similar story to a lot of wealth managers that I speak to in terms of how they're acquiring new business, really. This specific advisor was spending thousands a month on a marketing agency to generate him appointments, pretty much cold appointments, because they were closing at about 15%, which is a pretty low closing rate. I think the misconception out there is that a lot of people think it takes more. Success means more appointments, more leads, more grind. But I think what people don't get is that they're stuck in what I call the appointment prison, and the math behind that is pretty brutal. I know this because I've been there myself at first hand, so I've seen it and experienced myself, and trust me, it ain't fun.
Let me show you exactly what Dan means. When you're trying to scale from 250 mil in AUM to 500 mil in AUM, you need 250 mil in new money, right? Most advisors think the solution is simple. Just see more people. So they target the average new client at 500K AUM. Sounds reasonable, doesn't it? But here's where the math gets ugly. To hit that 250 mil target, you need 500 new clients. With a 15% conversion rate, you need 3,334 appointments. Over 12 months, that's 278 appointments per month. That's 70 appointments per week. That's 10 appointments every single day. No weekends, no holidays, no life. This is what Dan refers to when he says appointment prison, and it's exactly where that wealth manager found himself last week. But there's a psychological trap here that most advisors fall into. It's called the volume bias. We're conditioned to think that more equals better. More appointments, more prospects, more activity. But here's what neuroscience tells us about high-performance decision-making. When we're overwhelmed with volume, our brain's prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for strategic thinking, actually shuts down. We go into survival mode, just trying to get through the next appointment. Meanwhile, clients can sense this desperation. They can feel when you need them more than they need you. And high net worth individuals, they absolutely hate feeling like just another number in your pipeline. So here's the smart approach, what Dan calls precision targeting. Instead of chasing average clients, you target 2 million AUM clients. Now the math completely changes. You need 125 clients instead of 500. That's 417 appointments instead of 1,667. Over 12 months, that's just 35 appointments per month, 8 appointments per week. Same revenue, 75% fewer meetings. That's the power of strategic positioning. Here's exactly how to implement this. Step 1. H&W AI Client Definition. We task AI to help refine a niche market tailored to the user's unique experiences and personal story. Step 2. Client Avatar Deep Research. We then task AI to generate a comprehensive client avatar report that will enable wealth managers to refine their prospecting strategy, communication approach, and service offerings. This detailed profile will serve as the foundation for targeted marketing initiatives, relationship development, and service customization. These reports, traditionally only available from consulting firms, can cost up to $15K and took months. We can now access them in minutes for a $20 subscription. The value here is to quickly develop deep expertise in your niche. If you're targeting tech entrepreneurs, become the wealth manager who understands stock options, IPO planning, and startup exits. Step 3. Offer creation. Develop a comprehensive offer leaning into the merits of the best-selling book $100 Million Offers by Alex Hormozi, specifically for a wealth management practice targeting high-net-worth individuals and families. This offer must dramatically differentiate from standard wealth advisory services by creating an asymmetric value proposition where the perceived value far exceeds the cost to deliver, making it virtually impossible for qualified prospects to refuse. Step 4. We then use the power of LinkedIn to build a tailored shortlist of your clearly defined customer profile. We then task AI to individually research each prospect, connect with them, and craft and deliver hyper-personalized messaging for each. The result? Consistent appointments with high-value, qualified prospects who know exactly who you are and your specialty that close at around 30%. And the best part? AI does the heavy lifting while you get on with building your business, servicing your clients, or spending time doing the things you love. The secret lies in creating a clear criteria for saying no to smaller clients. Every 200K client you turn away creates space for a 2 million AUM opportunity. But here's the real magic, the compound effect. When you focus on a specific high net worth profile, referrals multiply. One happy tech entrepreneur refers 3 others. Let me paint you 2 pictures of your future. Picture 1. You follow the traditional approach. You're stuck in appointment prison, seeing 6 to 7 people every day. You're exhausted, your family barely sees you, and you're burning out your best clients with rush service. You might hit the goal, but at what cost? Picture 2. You implement precision targeting. You're working with 125 dream clients who value your expertise and refer others like them. You're the recognized expert in your space. You have time to provide exceptional service, time for strategic thinking, time for your family. Both paths can get you there, but only one lets you actually enjoy the journey. Most wealth managers are playing a volume game. Smart ones are playing a value game. The choice is yours. Stop trying to help everyone. Start being the person for someone specific, because the math doesn't lie, and your future self will thank you. If you want the exact framework for identifying your 2 million pound client profile, comment focus below and Dan will share the exact AI prompt with you. And if this video helped you see a smarter path to scaling your practice, hit that subscribe button because we share the latest AI strategies like this every week to help wealth managers work less, earn more, and enjoy life. I'll see you in the next one.